Okay, great. So you said yes, you want more information about what we're up to and how you can be part of this. So I am super excited and so grateful that you've taken time to sit down and really understand how this is going to benefit your business, but also really benefit you. So we're going to go over within the hour, probably a little less than an hour. I get it. We're moms. Um, we have things to do. So, we're going to go over how to write, publish, and market your number one best-selling book in less than 90 days. So, my goal for you by the end of this is that you understand how to write your story and become an author without the frustration of traditional publishing. So, uh, when you when you watch this entire video until the end, I do have a special gift for you. It's worth of $197. I get it. Like, we have a lot to do. We have things going on. You have your business to run. You have your kids to manage. You have probably dinner to manage. Like, just there's a lot going on. So, my gift for you for exchange of your time and your energy is something that's worth over $197. So, I hope that's a deal. I hope you like that. All right, I get it. You may not be able to turn off your phone in completely because you have stuff that needs to be done or needs to be coming in. But I just ask that you just give me your undivided attention as much as possible, and just that you can just give me your attention just for a little bit so that you can really understand how this is going to benefit you. All right, so some of you may know me, some of you may not know me. My name is Franciele Daly. I am a certified entrepreneur. My husband and I found this an amazing community, and through that, we were able to sit down and really, just really learn about business and different things that really we needed. And through that, we were able to get certified, and now we are certified entrepreneurs. So, before all of that happened, I was once a medical assistant. I was a medical assistant for about 4 years. I worked a really great job, and then I had a additional job, same thing, medical assistant at a private clinic, and I worked all the time. I mean, I was always at work. Like, I felt like I wasn't even raising my child. And in that, I was once a single mom as well. So when I was a medical assistant, I was a single mom. Prior to that, I worked as a teacher assistant. I thought maybe being a teacher was what I wanted to do. I got into the field. Wasn't really my calling. I thought the medical field was. I just loved being at the hospital. I loved all of that. So I thought, okay, let me try it out. So my plan, literally, I had the perfect plan. I was gonna, go become a medical assistant. Then from there, I was gonna be a nurse. We were gonna have money coming in. My daughter was going to be taken care of. It was great. Literally, I had the perfect plan. Regardless if I got married or not, I still had money coming in. I could take care of myself. And all in all, my perfect plan was actually not very perfect at all because I didn't get to raise my daughter. My parents were, till this day, are super supportive, helped me so much. But really, my mom and my dad were raising my first daughter. It was just unbelievable that I just did not. It was like one of those, like, me, myself, and I, like, seasons and stages. And I was a young mom, and I was a single mom by choice, and I thought I was going to do it all on my own, and I had it all figured out. And unfortunately, that was not the case. I was pretty much a mess. I really thought that being a single mom, you had to prove to everybody that you can do it. So that's why I got 2 jobs. That's why I went to school. That's why I went and did everything. And it was just all about proving. It was exhausting. Like, I was a total mess. And through that, I was able to really, really get my thing together. And that was like falling into pieces. And in that, I was able to find God. And well, he really found me. I think that's really the just what happened. And so, yes, I absolutely love God. I'm so happy that I chose to accept Jesus as my Savior 6 years ago. And my life is not perfect. I still have struggles. I still have ups and downs and all that life, right? Just life. Life is definitely happening, but I have peace and I have guidance now. So now my plan isn't my plan, it's his plan. And I am just simply being guided and, just being in his word and in a relationship with Jesus and really understanding what he really wants for my life and what he really put me on this earth for. It's just so much more fulfilling than going to this job and really proving to people that I can do it and just all of that. It was exhausting, and I'm not saying I'm not exhausted. I'll share with you kind of fast forward, but I love God. I love the fact that I don't have to lean on my own understanding. I lean on his understanding. I get to really be guided in a really amazing way versus being just led to eat like survival mode. Oh, I'm gonna do it. It's gonna work. It's all that. So, I love to share my testimony with you, and it's amazing. I can't take any credit. It's all glory to him that all of this and my life is the way it is today because of him. So, yes, I am married to the man of my dreams. His name is Brian Daly, and we have been married for 3 years. We'll be going on 6 years that we've been together, and it's so cool being a wife. Yes, I'm not saying that we don't, it's all beautiful and, it's like we haven't, just everything's perfect. No, it's not. What I've really learned in the last year is that he's my helper, I'm his helper, and we get to choose every day what battles we want to fight. So if I want to really bicker and be this bickering wife, then I can totally be that way, but that's not going to end very well each day. It's going to be, it's not going to be fun. So anyways, I just always go to the Word for guidance, always to know how I need to be and who I am. I think that's one thing that's come up for me. So is like in the last year, my identity has been so wrapped up in being mom and wife and just having everything together and making sure that my standards, of course, it's always been my standards in the last year. It's like, okay, if I didn't do this, then I wasn't good enough. And oh my gosh, it was, exhausting, right? Like it sounds exhausting. And God has revealed in his word and through sermons and through devotionals and all that my identity needs to be in Christ alone. Otherwise, I will not be complete. I will keep seeking and seeking and seeking worldly things. And oh my gosh, the burden has been taken off that now I really truly understand it. And I'm going to give you my life verse. My life verse is Jeremiah 29:11. Look it up. Don't just read that one verse. Read the context to it, because it's going to really give you an idea of, just promises from God. And then just in understanding who I am, my identity is Colossians 2:10. Oh my gosh, like those two verses have really been just like speaking like life into me. And it's been amazing. So I'm giving you those verses, look them up, and just don't look up just the verse. Read the whole chapter. It's going to give you context. It's going to give you something that you've been probably praying for or you've been wanting. So I don't know, something's telling me someone's going to be watching this, and that's what it's a word from God. So I'm just being obedient and listening. I met Brian 6 years ago, and through that, he's opened up my eyes and my world to other things, not just corporate America and then the medical field. Literally, I was blinded. I was just like just keep going. Nothing around me really mattered. So through all of that, I became the founder of fulltimemom.org. It's an online community. It's really to support moms like you with being mom, and just really have a place to go and have a voice heard, but also have other moms relate to you, and you could be like, oh my gosh, yes, totally, I relate to that. So we have a great Facebook moms group, and it's been a lot of fun. So People ask me all the time, why full-time mom? Well, I mean, yeah, you may be a stay-at-home mom, or you may be a working mom, or you may be in between mom, or you work at home, or whatever it is. But no matter what, your mind is always on your kids, right? So you are a full-time mom, no matter your career, your choice, whatever it is, your relation status. I mean, you are a full-time mom. So that's why I decided to call it full-time mom. And I think sometimes you do things for others, and then you start noticing that it was something that was really to show you something within it. So yeah, it's been a lot of fun. It is a lot of fun. And I've met so many amazing women, so many amazing stories I've heard, and I don't think I would have heard as many as I've heard if I didn't create this online community. I mean, it's amazing what you moms go through. I mean, we endure so much, but all in all, we are so strong, and I really feel like we don't take credit for that. So I just acknowledge you guys. You guys are so great, but you don't have to do it alone, and that's why God is huge. A huge factor, is my foundation in all. So we currently live in LaGrange. We just moved, and we have 3 beautiful daughters. So we have a soon to be actually 9-year-old, 2-year-old, and then a 6-month-old. So they're there in the picture. That has probably been like 3 months ago, so everybody's a little small there. And there's my wonderful husband, and again, my 2 beautiful girls, and I was pregnant with our new baby girl there. So, yes, we are Irish, and then I am actually half Brazilian. My mom is from Brazil, and she came here when she was 30, so she is full-blooded Brazilian. And it's great. It's great having like 2 different cultures that you get to grow up in, and I really enjoy having my Latin side and then having my Irish American side. And all in all, we have just so much fun. I love it. So, all right. So yeah, I've done a lot of things right. Yes, I have. And what I mean by that is my husband and I, so he's taken me on this journey. And at one point, he sent me a text message of A Whole New World by, Aladdin. And I didn't really get that until, a few months later. It's like, wait a minute, you are totally taking me on this carpet ride of understanding life and life in general. So it's been honestly, it's been a journey. And in all of that, I've done a lot of things right. But then I've also done a lot more things wrong. You got to do things wrong in order to understand what is right, and then you learn from your mistakes. And I've totally done that. And in all of that, I found that the most expensive information is the wrong information. So yeah, we've spent tons of money on this way of doing it, and then we found out maybe if we just tweaked it, or we did it maybe a little bit different, or maybe completely different, it'll work. And we've paid to learn it one way, and then all of a sudden we learn that it was actually this way. And it's amazing. But you have to do it. You have to learn it, and you have to make those mistakes, and you have to learn, do those things so that you can get to a point of really understanding what the right and the wrong way is. And so in that, yes, we have the right information. Oh my gosh. Just going through I'll share a case study with you later on about that. And yes, we have the right information, and I really don't want you guys wasting your time. So with that, we have put together the right information into a system. Everything needs to be in systems and processes. So yeah, there is a hard way. You want to be an author. Okay, you want to write this book. You have this idea. You've kind of been sitting on it. Yes, okay. So here's the hard way. I'm going to let you know. The hard way is that you're going to have to find time to sit down and write your entire book. Okay? You're going to have to write a rough draft. You're going to have to edit it. You're going to have to lay the book out properly. You're going to have to design an attractive cover. You're going to have to build a website, and then you're going to have to sell your book, right? So, all in all, it's a process. It's going to take time. It may take 4 to 6 years to even finish your book, like my husband. So, And then once you finish your book, you're going to have to find the market to sell. You're going to have to find the market. Well, not just the market, the right market to sell your book to. You're going to have to figure out how to launch and then sell your book. And you're going to have to find out that actually finding out the hard way why Amazon is actually a very terrible place to sell your book. And I'll share with you in a little bit why that is. And then all in all, I mean, really, I want you to really think about this one is giving yourself permission to turn your story, your experience, and your testimony into a book. It might actually be the most important decision you ever make. So again, by the end of this, my goal is to get you published as the next best-selling author in the next 90 days. It's not my goal, that's my promise. And I really, really want you to get that is my promise. I know how to do it, and we're going to do it. So, and also finally, really getting your book done. So you've had this idea, you have this whole testimony, you have all these stories that you want to tell the world, and you may have started, you may have not, maybe you're in it, maybe you're like halfway, maybe you've only written one page, whatever it is, but finally, let's get your book done. Like really, I really, really, really feel passionate about that because it can be done. It's not impossible. So there's 3 secrets, and I'm going to tell you them. And I really want you to really get that these 3 secrets are so important when you want to write your book, okay? And people are not telling these secrets, but I'm going to tell you these secrets. And number 1 is you do not need a publisher, and it does not have to take you 4 to 6 plus years to write your book. Yes, you do not need a publisher. Secret number 2 is writing your book is one thing, and then selling your book is another. So with our strategy, you will never have to sell your book. You may be really great at writing, but when it comes to selling, you don't even know where to start, right? So, and then there's secret number 3. You will not make much money. Repeat, I will tell you this again. You will not make much money from selling your book anyways. I'm sorry, but if you're not writing the next Harry Potter or the next Twilight, sorry, you will not make much money. So let me go through the secrets. Let me explain to you why these things are the way they are, and people are not telling you. So secret number 1 is you don't need a publisher. There's a thing called self-publishing. It's great. And we have the process in order for you to do that. So you don't have to go to a publisher, put a proposal together and do all of that. There is a way that you can get your book published without going through a ton of approvals. And it doesn't have to take you 4 to 6 years. So this is the reason why. It's because you're going to be part of this book with us. You're going to be in a collaborative book. I believe the first book should always be be part of a collaboration. There's a process and a system to it, and it's going to really help you. It's going to really jumpstart you. It's really going to get you going and really get you out there to really be uncomfortable a little bit, but also really benefit you in your business. So secret number 1, the reason why I'm just going to share with you is I think in the beginning, like when I started like really dabbing into all of this, and even before my husband even published a book, I sat down with a few people and I was like, hey, I have this book idea, what do you think? And like all that, and they're like, well, we have to, you have to write a proposal, you're gonna have to sit down, you're gonna have to, go over this proposal, get it going, and then we'll see if we like it. Oh, all right, so I have to do all this work and then possibly not even get my book approved. Well, that sucks. So I want you to get that that's not, it's changed so much, the publishing industry, and this is the way to go. So, and I want you to understand how to do it. And I want to publish, I want to get your book out there. I want to get your story out there, most importantly. So, secret number 2, writing your book is one thing, selling your book is another. All right, like I said, you may be really good at the creating material, really writing it, really, just putting it all together. But then when it comes down to going and talking to people about it and really just letting them know, like, hey, this is an opportunity you can buy, you can, pick this book up, you can read it, all of that, right? it may not be your strength, and that's okay. So with our strategy, you never have to sell your books. So that's a plus, a win-win. You get to write your book, and you don't have to worry about selling your book. So I shared a little bit of the story in that, and so I just want to go right into secret number 3, because I think this is the most vital, important secret, is you will not make much money from selling your book anyways. Like I've talked to a few people, and they really thought that they were going to make a ton of money selling their books, and that's the perception of it. Like, you become this author and you're going to make all this money, but unfortunately that's not the case. There's other things to it. So the reason why I'm saying this and sharing this with you is because I want you to get that on an average for a business or professional development book, so the Nielsen BookScan stats, they came out. So it's from 1980 to 2015. The entire life cycle of a book is between 248 and 273 copies. So you do the math. Yeah, a couple $1,000, depending on what price point you put on your book, and then depends on how many places you can be in to go out and sell it and all that. I mean, you do the math. You're not going to become this millionaire, I'm telling you. And some people that may be listening, that may be really heartbreaking, but let me show you and let me share with you that the profit potential is actually on the back end of a business is going to be at least 5 times greater than the front end. So yes, you got this book now, and that's great, but how can you increase your transactions? How can you increase your sales? It's going to be on the back end. So it's not going to be with the book. It's going to be more of a catch with the book. And then from there, there's going to be a cycle. So yes, there's a way to do it, and you can make 5 times more greater on the back end than the front end. So that's one thing I want you to get. So really, your book is going to be really like your business card, your starter point with people. And then in the back end, there's a process and a system, and that is what we know how to do, and it works. And that's the process we've put in place. So you'll be part of that process, and you'll understand, oh, okay, I get it. I understand now. And like I said, you want to be part of a collaborative book for the first, because it's going to benefit you because of team and leverage. So you're going to have a team of women that have a business, that have something in common with you. Yes, that's being mom, but also they're going to have a network. They're going to have, their family, their friends, their customers, their team. And you guys are all going to leverage each other, and it's going to be really awesome, because now you're getting your name out there. Now you're getting exposure versus, sitting down and really writing a book and all that. I mean, yes, it's great. It's, it's going to happen, but let's take a step back, and let's really create a team that's going to really enhance and expand you. So I'm going to share a case study. I'm going to share with you the first year, which was our hard year, and then I'm, going to go into the easy way, right? So the first year, as you can see, this is Amazon's bestsellers. If you see the red circle, you'll see The Inner Game of Wrestling by Brian Daly. Yes, that is my husband. He is a published author, and he was up against all these other authors and books and all these great things. We, yes, took time and energy, sat down, and money, and just, went through a process that a lot of people are teaching. And unfortunately, we only got to number 7. Granted, yes, number 7 is great on Amazon, but at the same time, they promised that we were going to be number 1, and that did not happen. So a lot of time, a lot of money, and a lot of energy wasted, and we were pretty disappointed. Yes, we got number 7, but at the same time, that's not the goal that we had in mind and the promise that we had in mind. So that was pretty upsetting. So fast forward, the next year, my husband came out with the second edition. He put in a few more chapters in that book that he felt that were really important, that the wrestling community really needed to hear, and he did that. And we discovered a secret in that, and in that, he got to be number 1. We totally didn't follow the process that everybody's teaching and claiming is going to work. We found a proven system, a proven method, and we got to number 1 bestseller. And as you can see on to your left, you see all of the shipments, all of the contact information coming in versus you go to Amazon, you're not getting any contact information. So now we got a win-win situation. Now we're number one, and now we are getting people's contact information so we can later communicate with them about anything that's coming up. So pretty awesome, pretty cool. So I hope in the past hour you would agree that this has been worth your time. That you've gotten value out of it. By now you can see that there really is a real process that will save you time, energy, and money. Right? I would hope so. Again, I can't cover everything in a presentation. Even if we had all day, and I wouldn't. I really would. It's just not worth it. To get to the next step. So if it would be okay, I would love to share with you something really special. Really special to me, and I believe it would be really special to you. So coming mid-2017, we're coming out with this book. We're going to have real stories of struggle and the joy of parenting and raising our kids today. And it's really a confession, right? Like, it's really sharing your story, really sharing your testimony, really getting out there, and really just being with that mom that's reading, where she can say, oh my gosh, I can relate. I want to be like her. I want to do it. Let's do this, right? So that's what Confessions of a Full-Time Mom is. And in a moment, I am going to invite you to be part of this book. I asked you if you were interested. You said yes, you want a little more information. So here it is. I'm just so excited that this is coming out. This is real. This is going to benefit you so much, just tremendously. And that we have this process that we can share with you. So yes, you, a published author, come on, get really excited about that, because you get to be a published author. So here's how it's going to work, and here's what you're going to get. All right, so yes, you are going to be a #1 best-selling author, and I put a $2,495 value on that. You have a platform to share your story, your experience, and your testimony, which is priceless. You will stand out and be powerfully positioned and have the best business card possible today. Okay, can you hear that? Best business card possible today. And I put a value of $1,995 value on that. You'll get access to the best technology, a money-making website, and the #1 best-selling author strategy to sell your books, generate new leads, new customers, and new clients. And I put a $2,295 value on that because my husband is charging plus that to put together this strategy. So you'll have others in the book marketing you to their network. I put a $1,995 plus value because marketing is so expensive. So I just put a ballpark on that. So a total value of $8,780. So that's pretty good, right? It's great. So I had two choices, okay? I had the first option. I could price this as cheap as possible and try to offer it to as many people as possible. The problem is I don't want everyone in this book, and the amount of time invested wouldn't justify the cost. And then I had a second option. I can require a little higher investment, but in exchange, I can really devote more resources to guarantee our success. So it makes sense, right? So here's a bonus I'm going to give you guys if you say yes. Bonus #1 is I'm going to give you 10 complimentary tickets to our red carpet book release event. And that's a $490 value. Oh, okay, you know what? I'm going to also put in this bonus #2. It's going to be 1 ticket to Day 2 Full-Time Marketing Mom Mastermind. So yes, you will get this complete process strategy given to you one by one, step by step, so that you can do this for your business, so that you can make 5 times more on the back end and not just the front end. So that's a $495 value. So again, what you're going to get. You'll be a #1 best-selling author. That's a $2,495 value. You have a platform to share your story, your experience, and your testimony, which is priceless. You'll stand out and be powerfully positioned and have the best business card possible today. That's a $1,995 value. You'll get access to the best technology, a money-making website, the #1 best-seller author strategy to sell your books, generate new leads, new customers, and new clients. That's a $2,295 value. You have others in your book marketing you to their network. Again, I put a 1,995 plus value on that. You'll get bonus number 1. That's 10 comp tickets to the red carpet book release event. That's a $490 value. Bonus 2, you get 1 ticket to day 2 full-time mom marketing mastermind. It's a $495 value. So total value of $9,270. So now you have 2 choices. 1, you could see the value of being a published author, keep wanting to publish a book, and not accept my invitation to join us. Or 2, you can say yes, figure out how later, register with a small investment today. And when I say small, it's compared to all of the value you get in return. I mean, really, if all this did was get your book done, would it be worth it? Make you the #1 best-selling author, would it be worth it? Separate yourself from all the other moms who just complain and do nothing about it, would it be worth it? Get you invited to new fun opportunities. I mean, really, imagine like all the opportunities you can get invited to, would it be worth it? Get you at least 1 to 2 more speaking gigs or clients over the 3 months, would it be worth it? Save you an average of 3 to 6 years of wasted time and energy, would it be worth it? Imagine, okay, so really, like, imagine, sit down, close your eyes, imagine. What would your husband, and if you're a single mom, your family, your friends, and kids really think of you when you hand them a copy of your book? I mean, what would they think? What about your story? Your story is now written, and you're now speaking to that woman who's going through exactly what you did. What would that be like? So here's my offer. I really, truly believe it's a special offer. This is for you to become a published author. Today, only $695. So I'm going to go ahead and put another bonus. Again, I do all the marketing. I make our book a #1 Amazon bestseller. I mean, that's a $4,997 value. And I have a promise. I am not just saying, okay, we're going to be #1, blah, blah, blah. No, this is my guarantee. I promise that I will do that for you. So here's what you need to do next. To secure your spot, call me, 312-934-4698. Either you call me or text me and say you're in, and then I'll call you. We'll set up, a time. But honestly, yes, please just call me. Call me. Let's get this done. Let's get you, get your spot in. Let's secure it. And let's get you up to become a published author. Look it. Honestly, I'm not anything special. As you can see, that's my room time to time. I'm a mess. I think my bra's on the floor there. Oh my gosh. I think there's a glove underneath the bed. And there's change. I mean, honestly, just look at it. I mean, that's who we are. We're a mess, and without direction and guidance, it's just not going to be possible. So, I mean, really, again, I'm not anything special. So, again, what you're going to get is you will be a #1 best-selling author. That's a $2,495 value. You'll have a platform to share your story, your experience, and your testimony, which is priceless. You'll stand out and be powerfully positioned and have the best business card possible today. That's a $1,995 value. You'll get access to the best technology, a money-making website, and the #1 bestseller author strategy to sell your books, generate new leads, new customers, and new clients. That's a $2,295 value. You'll have others in your book marketing you to their network, and that's a $1,995 value. Bonus #1 is you'll get 10 comp tickets to the red carpet book release. That's a $490 value. Bonus #2 is a 1 ticket to day 2 full-time marketing mom mastermind. That's a $495 value. I do all the work, make our book a #1 best-selling author. That's a $4,997 value, which is a total value of $14,267. Again, if all this did was get your book done, would it be worth it? Make you a #1 best-selling author, would it be worth it? Separate yourself from all the other moms who just complain and do nothing about it. I mean, really, would it be worth it? Get you invited to fun, new opportunities, would it be worth it? And get you at least 1 to 2 more speaking gigs or clients over the next 3 months, would it be worth it? and save you with 3 to 6 years of wasted time and energy. Would it be worth it? So again, my special offer today is only $695. Say yes by calling me 312-934-4695. I am so grateful. Thank you. And as promised, for staying to the end, I have, again, a gift to you. So, again, call me, let me know yes or no, so then I can give this to you. And any questions, again, 312-934-4698. And as promised, I will be giving you Fully Connected Mom CD series. So, thank you.